Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Listen to Steve Harvey. Listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah, so y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Today is it, everybody. Okay? On a real positive note, today is it. Today is the day. You know, when I was in high school, you know, my mother was a Sunday school teacher until she passed. I would walk out the door every morning on my way to school, and my mother used to say, listen to me, son, hey, don't forget, today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And, you know, I ain't think much of it. You know, it's just my mama being religious, you know, my spiritual woman. So, you know, I just took it as that. But as I've gotten older, man, you know, that's registered more and more with me. You know, today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's pretty cool, man. I mean, what better blessing will you get throughout the day than the fact that he allowed you to live and see another day? See, sometimes, man, when you're young, you don't pay no attention to that. But all you got to do is keep living. Keep watching some people that you know not be here anymore. Go to class reunions and they smaller. See people that you really loved that meant a lot to you leave this world. And all of a sudden, man, immortality starts to matter a great deal to you. Some of us learn this lesson sooner than others. But I know when you're young, man, you know, you think you're going to be here for a while. You think you got time to play around. You think you got time to get it together. You got time to make the mistakes, and you got time to chill. But man, oh man, almost every full-blown adult that I know will tell you and have said these words right here many times. And I see the reason I'm saying this because I want you to hear them because you're going to use them. Man, if I only knew then what I know now. Do you know how many people have said those words right there? Because in time, man, you gain so much wisdom. Oh, but it ain't like nobody didn't tell you, though. See, that's the hooker. Somebody told you back then, hey, man, it's best to buckle down now. He said, hey, man, you better quit wasting time. Hey, man, don't stop taking your foot off the gas pedal. Hey, look, do your best at all times. You know, stop worrying about that. I'm telling you, son, in a minute, them clubs ain't going to mean nothing to you. In a minute, that going out all the time ain't going to mean nothing to you. I can't tell you how many times I heard all of it. I can't tell it to you. I can't tell you how many times I repeat it to my kids. But, man, today is a different day because today is the day that the Lord has made. So he gave you a shot today. If you woke up this morning or if you're finishing your day on your shift. He gave you a new day. Nothing bigger than the fact that he woke you up today. Now, why don't you do something about that? Why don't you take advantage of it? How about today? How about if you start today? How about if you stop hesitating today? How about if you stop delaying it today? How about if you stop procrastinating today? How about if you make today the day that you go for it? I mean, man, let's all just decide today. Let's go for it. Let's put forth a maximum effort today. How about today? I mean, really, man, what you doing? Look, man, take advantage of this blessing of waking up. Do something today. So many people are in the doldrums of life or are living in a rut or just merely existing instead of thriving simply because of one thing. You just won't do it today. If you would just start the process, man, start that business you always dreamed of. Go look into that other job you always yearned for. Go get the training you need to get the promotion, man. Go back to school, man. Go see what you need to do to lift yourself to the next level. Stop waking up every day seeing how it's going to go and start waking up and do something about how it goes. If you make one step, he'll make two. But you could, people talk about it all the time. Man, it seems like you always getting a blessing. Oh, man, when you're talking to a person, listen to this. If you're talking to a person and it seems like there's always a blessing coming his way, let me tell you what that person doing. That person is putting one foot in front of the next. That person is putting forth some efforts out there. And that's the only way God can bless you. God can only bless you with your efforts. He can only put his finger on the thing that you are doing or attempting. That's all he can help you with. There are no jobs walking up to your door, knocking on your door. But if you beating the pavement, if you sending in the apps, if you online scouring somewhere to work, somewhere to get a job, then God can touch somebody's heart to hire you. But if you sitting at the house every day smoking, every day drinking, but you wondered why you just can't get a job the couple times you done went out there, if you ain't got a job, you got to go get one every day. You got to go look for one every single day. You can't take no days off. How about today? How about today if we decide today is the day that we're going to make the move? Today is the day that we stop delaying, hesitating, procrastinating. Today is the day that we take a step in a direction to do something for ourselves, for our lives, for our family, for our wives, for our children, for our community, for our school. Do something today. For crying out loud, man. Stop sitting in your own life in just a stew of misery. In your own life. I'm going to tell you something. If you are in a state of confusion, if you are troubling, if you're stuck on what to do next, you want me to tell you what's happening? You're not doing enough. That's what it is, man. See, when I get in a place, man, where I don't know what the next move is, it's because I done usually stalled out. See, this is the way God works. This is the way he's worked for me. Every time I'm busy and I'm about the business of always trying to live my creed, which is ABC. My motto is ABC, always be closing. I'm always working on something to close something. When you're so busy with the business of improving yourself and doing with yourself and becoming the best you can be, God is always working on your behalf behind some scene of something that you're in the process of attempting to close. But because you're not doing all you can do, you're limiting you are, because of your decision not to give your all in all. You're limiting the opportunities for God to put his finger on things and touch them on your behalf. I don't know if the average person really understands or knows what it takes to truly be successful on whatever level you're talking about. But whatever that level is, I don't care what dollar amount you've got attached to it, what level you got. If you have made the decision that you're going to be successful, I think that a lot of people, the average person, does not know what that means. Whatever level you've decided to be successful on, see, that's your level of faith. That's where you see your life at. Well, guess what? You got to maximize your efforts to even get to that level. So listen to me. If you want to be successful at your church, if you want to be successful in your relationship, if you want to be successful down at the daycare center, if you want to be successful at your college, If you want to be successful on your job, guess what? It's going to take all you got in that world to become a success. I don't know why people think that if you don't want to be where somebody else at, you ain't got to put forth that effort. No, wrong. You've got to put forth your maximum effort at whatever role you're trying to accomplish. Lord have mercy, man. How about today, though, y'all? How about today? Today is a good one. Let's make today. Let's get out of that. Let's get on with it. Stop hesitating. Stop delaying. Stop procrastinating. Start today. Watch God have something to put his finger on there. And that's all you're trying to do, man. To line yourself up with God's grace, you got to put out a lot of effort so God can put his finger on something. You feel me today? I sure hope you do, because I'm on one today. Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, monkeys, cheetahs,
there you go,
zoo animals, orangutans, rhinoceroses.
I like the orangutan.
Any cuckoo birds. May I have your undivided attention? The zookeeper is in the building. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's called the Morning Show because our specialty is waking people up. On a what? On a good note. On the words of James Brown, on the good foot. Ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Strawberry.
Happy Friday, Steve.
Carla Farrell.
Steve Harvey. What's up, crew?
Junior.
Morning, everybody. Morning, Unc.
Nephew Tommy.
Doggy dog. Friday, baby. Let's get it.
Man, I'm so sick of this lady on Siri, man. I don't know what she be talking about at the time. I know what she always say to me. I don't understand what you're saying. It's because I wasn't talking to you.
Focus.
Because mine just come on
I
sometimes.
do that too.
I'm sorry. How can I help you? Can you repeat what you did? I wasn't talking to you.
So she's eavesdropping.
Yeah, I think Siri be
You're
dipping.
hustling.
Yeah, so what's going on, y'all?
Hey, it's Friday.
Friday,
Yeah.
baby.
It's always good on a
Weekend,
Friday. Always.
Yeah.
How you feeling this morning?
I'm good.
You
I'm
sound
good.
good.
You know, doing something different.
What? What are you doing different?
Oh, nothing. I do Family Feud today.
Uh-huh.
And then tonight, I get on a plane. I got to go to Florida, do an event for a buddy of mine. And
Wow.
then he said he wanted to play golf. I've never played golf with him. I didn't even know he played golf. And so I'm going to do this event for him and his wife Saturday. And then he asked me to stick around and play again Sunday. So, all right, I'll play.
Cool.
I ain't got nothing else to do. So hopefully that'll work.
That's 2 weekends in a row, ain't it?
2 weekends in a row. No, I was working last week, though.
Yeah.
2 weekends in a row playing.
Oh, y'all. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like 2 weekends off. No, just playing.
Uh,
Play a little bit of jizz off. You know what I'm saying?
You know, how's Family Feud going, Steve?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Feels so good.
It's pretty good. It's gonna be some funny stuff this year.
Oh, good.
Every year.
People love you on
I mean,
Family
it's
Feud.
crazy, man. It is really. It's been one of my. It's probably my biggest television property ever. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, man.
My biggest TV property ever.
Wow. I remember when you announced it on the radio when you
Me
first got
too.
it. Remember that? Yeah.
Yes.
Man,
But you know
God.
what you can do now? You could just go to YouTube and go to that Family Feud channel and holler.
Oh, man. All day.
And just look at the history, all the years,
Yeah.
Steve, of the great moments. It is some funny stuff.
I
Funny
saw
stuff.
I saw Richard Dawson, I think, in some old episode, maybe of some old TV show or something I was watching, or that was on, I should say. And it took me back to Family Feud when he was the host and he used to kiss everyone. And I was like, my, how times have changed. In the mouth.
That was his
He used to
signature.
kiss him in the mouth.
well, they got stuff you can't get rid of.
I know. All right.
But you can't
Go on,
kiss
put
my
them
wife
lips on
in
him
the
now,
mouth.
dog.
All right, coming up at 32 after the hour, jobs to keep you young inside of something funny right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, Sand and Soul 2019 in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, October 10th through the 14th. Special guests, Anthony Hamilton, Doug E. Fresh, Kid Capri, Arnez J, Tony Roberts, and Genuine. Woohoo! What you got, Steve?
Man, I ain't seen Arnez J in a while. That boy used to be so ignorant, man.
Still is.
Still got
Is
it.
he?
What?
Still got it.
Still ignorant.
Man.
Yep.
I haven't seen, man, it's going to be really cool to sit down with Arnez, man. I ain't seen him I haven't seen Arnez in years, man.
Wow.
I
saw
can't
him
wait
New
to sit
Year's
down
Eve
with him.
Tommy, Steve.
Oh, did you?
Off the chain.
Still
Man.
got it,
Falling
boy.
and stuff.
Man, let me
Oh,
tell you what this
fool.
fool
No.
did.
What?
We had finished a concert one night, me and Arnez J. We walking through the lobby of this hotel in Houston. An old lady was vacuuming in the lobby, and she had bad feet. It just looked like, for some reason, her nurse's shoes. She had on these white orthopedic shoes, like nurse's
Yeah,
shoes.
that high heel.
Well, yeah, they
the
just
thick
thick
heel.
sole and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
They just look big. That damn Arnez J took his shoes off, and I don't know how he did it. Put his feet in his shoes backwards. Man, and started imitating this woman vacuuming this rug. I don't know how this fool got his feet in them damn shoes backwards. I was in that lobby hollering, man. How did he do that, man? He stuck his feet in his shoes backwards, and the toe part was coming out the heel, and he was vacuuming. Boy,
Well, he's going to be there,
Physical comedy,
Steve.
boy.
He
Oh
is
my
going to
God.
be
the
there.
best, man. Ladies, Carla, Junior, Shirley,
Yeah.
Mississippi Monica, my wife Marjorie. It's all gonna be happening. We got a party at Sea Day Cruise. We got a Showtime at the Apollo night hosted by yours truly. We got a phone party which features all you can eat and drink for free. At the hotel, it's all inclusive. Room service free. All the drinks is free. You got a limitless resort credit. 24-hour casino.
What?
Over 1,000 rooms are sold already, folks. This event will sell out. Reserve your room now. Go to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com, SteveHarveySandandSoul.com, or call right now, y'all, 800. Listen to me. Get your pencil out. 800. Get your phone cameras out. Can't take a picture of this. I forgot. Get your phone out. 1-800-684-2825. That's 800-684-2825.
That's right, Steve.
684-2825.
October 10th through the 14th.
Time for something funny.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, every Monday, Poland's oldest DJ, Virginia Schmitz, I don't know how to pronounce her name, SZMYT, we're just going to say Schmidt, packs her
Say something
CDs.
else if you want to.
Cuss, look like-
She packs her CDs, her mixer and laptop, and heads off to spin for a packed dance floor of mainly senior citizens. I love this. I love this.
the ones that
Yes.
I'm talking about the high side.
Wiki. She entertains about 1,000 people at the Hula Kula Club, smashing stereotypes and empowering seniors as she plays everything from disco and rock to samba and ballads. She says, I do not fit the stereotype of an elderly person. I don't see any reason why my age should determine my life norms. So I think that's interesting. So here's a question for the guys. What part of your job keeps you young? Or what job would you want to keep you young?
Oh, I can tell you definitely what keeps me young. You fellas want
what?
to start first?
Oh,
Go ahead, Kier. You're the youngest.
all my jobs. Man, I love all my jobs. Laughing.
Yep.
All the laughing I get to do all day long, man. Telling jokes, laughing, that's what keep me young.
Good answer. Good
Tommy?
answer.
Stupidity. Being able to just be stupid, just letting it go. Oh yeah.
You're
You don't make a
strong
day
with
over
that.
five,
Oh, you're
boy.
strong with
Yeah.
that.
Because you would think you would want to mature, but no.
Carla.
No, I don't want that.
Don't be
I
silly.
You don't want it? Tommy said,
I
I
don't
don't want
want
it.
that.
Don't be silly, Carla.
I don't want that. I want this stupid right here. I want it.
Well, you got it. You got all of that.
Ain't nobody moving
Thank
over.
you.
That's all you.
Boo. All right, Steve. What job keeps you going?
Two
What about your
things
job?
keeps me young. Fine off and ignorance.
In that order?
Fine off and ignorance.
When I first met you, you used to say that.
No, I
all
let
the
it
time.
out.
I let it out. I don't have high blood
No,
pressure. I don't
yeah.
have stress.
Dog, I ain't
let it
finna
out.
do all that. I ain't finna have no ulcers and all that. Oh, we cussing? Okay, cool.
I agree with Junior, though. The laughter of it all.
I mean, laughter's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it's good
but-
for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got to give different answers, Shirley. We can't all say laughter.
Yeah.
So,
But
what you're
stupidity
not finna
falls
do is
into
make
laughter.
us think that Junior's the most brilliant of the three of us. That's
Well,
not what you
I'm-
mean.
Well, with that
tried.
question,
I know he tried. I
was.
saw him because he didn't have that answer at first. Then
he
I saw
won.
his
He
eyes
won that round.
searching for that one.
Junior won that round, Steve.
Okay, we can have that round.
Well, what's wrong? Yesterday,
know,
Why
you
is it
mad
a
at him for
competition
the
all of a sudden?
NFL.
What? I
Nobody
know.
said it
Yeah.
was a competition.
Who tried to turn into a competition?
Shirley did. Yes, you did, Shirley. I like Junior's answer best. I'm gonna ask you what you like best.
I just
Keeps
loved
you
his
young,
answer
starting
because
best.
it's so. Yeah, we laugh a lot on this show, and it's just cool. That's all. You're trying to make it into something, Mr. Harvey. Mm-hmm.
That keeps you
It's
young,
all
starting
good.
mess.
Mhm.
What keeps y'all?
Yeah, yeah, and he
Yeah.
is the king of that.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley
What?
Carter, what
What
keep
about
y'all?
the ladies?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I agree with you. Laughter,
Laughter,
just-
playing music, just keeping up with what's going on. That keeps you young. You know,
Yeah.
you can't be
Being able to-
dated and out of touch.
being able to wear
about
whatever you
sex?
want to wear to work and stuff. It's cool, you know. You could dress
Mhm.
any way you want to dress, fly, you know. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear a
excuse
suit.
me, Shirley.
Uh-huh.
What, Tommy?
You heard. I said, what about sex? Sex don't keep you young.
Okay, we gotta
said
go.
job.
Yeah.
Well, do it at the job. I'm just saying. Do it keep you young.
Coming up next, the crazy man. You heard him with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, we'll talk about the star-studded 50th annual NAACP Image Awards, hosted by our friend Anthony Anderson, coming up this Saturday in
Sup, Ant?
Hollywood. Yeah. Right now, though, the nephew is here with Run That Prank Back. What you got, Neff?
I told you before, Shirley, it's time to order pizza. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And ordering a pizza is serious business.
Yeah.
The most important thing about it is no anchovies.
Steve said it's his favorite food. Period.
No
I
anchovies.
said
He said he like
pizza,
it on a
though,
salad.
Not anchovies.
Yeah,
pizza.
I mean pizza.
Yeah, it sounds confusing. She's talking about pizza, Tommy, not anchovies.
But you say,
Yeah, lose your attitude.
I ain't got to
what's
lose
wrong?
nothing.
Wow.
I'm not finna lose nothing.
Well, you need to.
You know.
Why you mad though?
pepperoni by far is the best ingredient on a pizza. By far.
That's your opinion.
What's yours, Junior?
Meat,
Yeah.
Ain't that-
What's your favorite ingredient,
Hamburger.
Carla?
Pepperoni.
What's yours, Shirley?
You know what? I like basil on my pizza now.
Basil.
Basil. It's so good. That's how we ate it in Punta Cana.
Oh, you talking about the margarita pizza?
Yes,
Yes.
I like basil. Put some
Basil.
basil on there. It's so
Yeah,
good.
That's good.
It's
Rich
so
ass
good.
pizza shit.
basil, is that a leaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. We ate pizza every single day in Punta Cana, and you know that because they had the best pizza in the world.
I didn't get one slice of pizza.
What?
Oh, no, that pizza was good.
What?
No, I didn't get
Man. Oh,
none.
dude. Oh, I
We-
couldn't
Where
go-
was the pizza at?
Steve, we ate
One
pizza
of the
every
restaurants.
single
The Italian
night.
restaurant.
It-
No, I didn't. At the Italian restaurant.
Yeah, it was either
It's
for
in the front.
lunch
What
or
was the
dinner.
It's in the front.
Oh no, I never made it up to the.
Oh, you missed it.
Hell no, I got mobbed soon as I left my damn room. I never made it to the front. Kept trying to get out the back though.
All right, here it is. No anchovies, baby. No anchovies.
Hello.
Hey man, who is the person I need to talk to about? I got a pizza that's been messed up. Who do I need to talk to?
Well, you can talk to me, sir. What's going on? What happened to your pizza?
Somebody put some anchovies on my pizza. Black people don't eat no anchovies, man. So who would do that? Who would put anchovies on my damn pizza? I didn't order no.
Settle down with the language there, pal. All right? You know, if you got anchovies on your pizza, you just must have gotten mixed up with another order. I'll send you another pizza. It ain't a big deal.
But I ain't asking no anchovies, man. Matter of fact, let me ask you something. What the is an anchovy any damn way?
It's like a sardine. That's what a anchovy is, okay, pal? It's like a sardine.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. First of all, what's your name? What is your name?
I'm Gino.
So you the owner of the damn pizza place.
Yeah, I own the damn pizza place. And I don't need people calling me and cursing at me because it was a mistake. You know, mistakes happen, pal. Worse things go on in this life than you getting some anchovies on your pizza.
Hey, man, okay, so here's the deal. I done had a bunch of guests come to my house or order pizza, and every last one of them got anchovies on them. You know what I'm saying? So I got an issue with it. I done spent over $50 with you with these pizzas, and the made wrong.
Nobody likes anchovies?
No, I told you before, black people don't eat no anchovies, man. Okay?
Hold on. I'm almost certain I've served anchovy pizza to black people before.
Okay, the black people that I know don't eat anchovies.
Okay, well then we'll send you some pizzas without any anchovies on them.
Hey, you know what? I don't like your attitude. You know what, man? You mess around
maybe if you didn't come at me
there
with so much attitude to start with, you wouldn't get no attitude.
Okay, look at it. Don't get your ass whooped, okay? Don't get your ass whooped.
What did you just? What? Excuse me.
Don't,
what did you just? Did you just threaten me?
I said, don't get your.
Who do you think you're talking? Who the do you think you're talking to? Face.
I'm talking to Gino, the owner of Pizzeria. You.
That's right. That's right. You don't tell me you're going to kick my okay, pal? You know where the pizzeria is. You know, you just calm down.
Do you? Okay, that's it. I tell you what, man. In the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'm gonna walk down there and kick your little ass behind putting these anchovies on here and having a little pompous attitude like you think you can't get your ass whooped.
You come on down here, okay? And we'll see. Do me a favor. Go yourself and the horse you rode in on, okay? And bring it on down here. All right, we'll take care of it there. I'll stuff some anchovies up your all right, pal?
Okay. Cool. All right, cool.
Okay. You like to say okay a lot, do you? Is that one of your favorite words, okay?
Yeah, you need to have somebody there with you when I get there, because I promise you, Gino finna get his ass whooped.
Yeah, Gino's shaking in his boots, pal. Me and my anchovies, we're sitting here scared out of our minds right now.
Okay.
Let me tell you. I've dealt with clowns like you my whole life. Please.
Okay. Let me tell you this here. Do you know who you're talking to?
I'm talking to some idiot who don't know how to talk. That's what I'm talking to.
No, you're talking to Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Mr. Gino, you just got pranked.
You telling me I'm throwing F-bombs all over the radio?
You dropping F-bombs all over the radio, baby.
I want to know who did this to me because they're getting some F-bombs.
Who
did this to me?
Do you have a guy that works for you? He says he works 5 to close. Andre. You got a Dre that works for you?
Yeah, I got a Dre that works for me, and Dre's going to be spending some time in a walk-in freezer.
All right.
Black people don't eat anchovies, huh?
Black people don't eat anchovies, baby. Hey, I got to ask you this, Mr. Gino. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Your show. The baddest radio show in the land is the Steve Harvey Show.
With no
Steve Harvey Morning.
No
Steve Harvey Morning Show. I'm going to send you some pizzas. I'm sending that station dozens of pizzas with double anchovies on every one of them.
There you go. No anchovies.
That was clever.
Keep on putting it down.
Mm-hmm. Keep on.
Putting it down. Working on a new prank CD. Sooner or later, I will have it done, and you guys can take a listen to it.
All right.
Do something different.
Where you gonna
I'm going to do something stupid, though, Saturday, April the 13th. Y'all do know I'm going to be stupid in Glenside, Pennsylvania. Me and the beautiful Samoa. That's Keswick Theater. We will be there doing 2 shows, 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Once again, Saturday, April the 13th, Glenside, Pennsylvania. And we're going tickets on sale right now. Huh?
Okay. I can't wait to you come to L.A.
Yeah, right, Shirley. April 19th, Friday night, Knoxville, Tennessee. Me and my man Bruce teaming up. We're going to be at the Knoxville Civic Auditorium. We got a show you don't want to miss. 8 o'clock. Tickets are available at all Ticketmaster outlets. Knoxville, Tennessee, at the Knoxville Civic Auditorium. You sounding like Bruce.
That's Bruce. Boy. I'm not playing with y'all.
Hey, player.
He's funny.
I'm putting a band together, Shirley.
All right.
With this mess again.
Well, listen, can't wait for that either. But coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, in today's entertainment news, the 50th annual NAACP Image Awards are this Saturday in Hollywood, hosted by our friend and family member, Anthony Anderson. Now, Jussie Smollett is nominated for an NAACP Image Award for his work on Empire, and it looks like he will make an appearance there because he is in L.A. He is in L.A.
I mean, he should.
Yeah, and he should, yeah. Anthony Anderson told Variety magazine, he says, I hope Jussie wins. I'm happy for him that the system worked for him in his favor because the system isn't always fair, especially for people of color.
Okay.
True statement.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And other nominees include Jay-Z. Jay-Z will receive the President's Award. Representative Maxine Waters will be honored with the Chairman's Award. And Steve, you're also nominated. Congratulations for Outstanding Game Show Host for Family Feud. Yes, congratulations, Steve.
Go ahead, boy.
Yes.
Here comes some more grace.
Look at that. That's wonderful, Steve. That really is. You've been nominated so many. You have, how many Image Awards do you have? About 100?
No.
More?
No.
You have a lot. You have a whole lot.
Maybe a dozen.
Wow. That's a lot.
Fantastic,
That's a lot.
Steve.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Maybe
Yeah.
12.
But yep, you're nominated this year for Outstanding Game Show Host for Family Feud.
So who I'm up against?
Oh, I don't know.
For NAACP Image Awards, let's see.
Well, let's see. It's a
This
game
ain't the
show,
daytime
so
Emmy.
Yeah.
Probably up against
Wayne
the
Brady, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Wayne Brady.
just
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What?
Yeah. And my boy Anthony got one. Does he have a game show?
Oh
too?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
the
it's
truth. What's it
seasonal.
called?
Yeah.
Strahan.
Oh,
Yeah.
straight hand.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those are like
Pyramid.
summer replacement shows, kind of, right?
Yeah.
$1,000 Pyramid for Michael Strahan.
Right.
That's the show. And then To Tell the Truth, is that Anthony Anderson's thing?
So you
Yeah, because Anthony and his mom is on there.
Yeah, his mom.
Oh,
His
Miss
game
Doris. Yeah.
His daughter.
Well, I'm happy for you, Steve, and all of them. You know, congratulations to them all. But we want you to win.
Yeah. Well, you know, if they don't win, okay.
Call me biased.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
So,
just glad he ain't going to be there in case he don't win. Then.
Oh.
We don't want that.
You ain't been back to an award show since that moment, hey.
But remember his speeches? He used to tell people, you know, fix your face, you know, in case the camera's on you if you don't win. He was giving, you know, advice to stars and stuff when they go
Good
to these
advice.
award shows.
Yeah.
Like he used to do it all the time at the hoodies.
Yeah.
And
So,
and lo and
it
behold,
ended up being
yeah.
really, do as I say, not
Not
as
as I
do.
do. Right. Lo and behold, he lost that. He was nominated for Family Feud against Ricky Lake, right?
What was best talk show?
A few years ago, yeah. And
No, that wasn't it.
what was?
It was Best Game Show.
Oh, it was Best Game.
Oh, I lost that one too. Best Talk Show Host. I lost that to Ricky Lake.
Right.
I lost
And
Best Game Show to a show that had been canceled.
Yeah. But the thing about it is that the camera was on your face.
when they announced the winner.
Uh-huh.
All my kids text me, Dad,
Fix your face.
Yeah.
too late.
And all
Don't
we
give a
did was
damn.
read your lips.
That camera
Yeah.
out my face.
Go to Steve Harvey FM for more behind the scenes and red carpet updates for the NAACP Image Awards. And again, congratulations, Steve. All right, let's move on. Time for today's headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody, and good morning. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Well, in the wake of the Justice Department's summary of the Robert Mueller report, which, according to the U.S. Attorney General William Barr, found no collusion between the Russians and the Trump campaign, the president's tweeting that House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff should resign his post. However, Schiff responds by running down a list of those admitted Russian Trump contacts, from Donald Trump Jr. welcoming the Russian offer of dirt on Hillary Clinton to Trump's former national security advisor Michael Flynn secretly discussing the lowering of sanctions against Moscow.
You might think it's okay that the campaign chairman of a presidential campaign would offer information about that campaign to a Russian oligarch in exchange for money or debt forgiveness. You might think that's okay. I don't.
And House Speaker Nancy Pelosi pressed again for transparency.
80% plus of the American people say they want to see the report. 420 members of the House of Representatives, Democrats and Republicans, voted yes, show us the report.
And that's it. So we'll see what happens. The Democratic-led House of Representatives voted to challenge the new Pentagon policy yesterday that bans transgender people from enlisting and those already in the military from serving openly. That's right. A policy set to go in effect April 12th. 5 House Republicans actually broke ranks with other GOP members and joined every voting Democrat to support a non-binding resolution that says we repudiate this. The Republican lawmakers say the policy allows transgender service persons to still serve, but only in the sex they were born as. If they want to do that, they have to leave the service. Facebook says it plans to start treating white nationalism and white separatism as hate speech. Beginning next week, both will be banned on news feeds and Instagram. Facebook officials say that after talking to nonprofits and academics, Facebook's concluded that support of white nationalism or white separatism cannot be ideologically separated from white supremacy or organized hate groups. There are calls to remove John Wayne's name off an L.A. area airport. The L.A. Times columnist named Michael Hiltzik wrote a piece urging John Wayne Airport to be renamed in light of the comments that Wayne made in a Playboy article back in 1971. In it, the late actor is quoted as saying, "I believe in white supremacy until the blacks are educated to a point of responsibility." He used an anti-gay slur also, and he said that Native Americans were selfishly trying to keep the U.S. for themselves. Federal judge has blocked programs in Kentucky and Arkansas that impose work requirements on poor people seeking Medicaid benefits. And finally, today is National No Homework Day because we don't need no education. And apparently no homework either. I don't know. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oscar winner Jordan Peele is riding high after the massive success of his latest creepy hit movie called Us. It stars a black family. The movie shattered previous horror movie records with an $88 million opening weekend.
He's killing it.
Yeah. Peele kept
killing it.
Yeah, he really is. Congratulations to him. He kept it real while speaking to aspiring film students in Hollywood. Peele admitted that he doesn't intend to cast white men as the lead in his movies anytime soon. Peele said it's not that he doesn't like white dudes. It's not that. He likes them. He's just seen that movie before. Jordan, he said that. Jordan went on to say, "I feel fortunate to get to cast black people and that I can go to Universal and say I want to do a $20 million horror movie with a black family, and they say yes." Yes, Mr. Peele.
Love it.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Big, right? Go ahead, brother.
Power to the people, right?
Yeah. Me and Tommy here to do them.
Yeah, I think he's going to do the Twilight Zone coming up.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That should be good. Yeah. Yeah, people are calling him a genius. They're calling him
brilliant.
The next Alfred Hitchcock. I mean, they love
Tom,
him in Hollywood.
I ought to do. Man, you know I got an idea for a horror movie.
Really?
What you got?
Yeah. It's me at a spelling bee.
I'm getting scared. I'm getting scared. Come on.
And I'm up against a bunch of kids that's 9, 8.
And?
But I'm still the same size I am now. I got that little chain card around my neck with my number on it.
Yeah.
But I'm not willing to admit that I can't spell. But every time I spell something, I walk off and just kick the mic over like, nailed it.
Yeah.
I like it.
That will be horrifying. Yes.
That's horrifying.
Well, again, congratulations to Jordan Peele. You know, he is very fortunate to get to cast black people and to get to say yes to black actors and things. You know, that's a really great thing. I love it.
That's pretty good, though. And walk in there and get $20 million.
Yeah.
Tommy, could you be in a scary movie? Because I don't know how to act scared.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be called Lightning.
Not to be confused with Grease Lightning from Richard Pryor.
You got me.
Because y'all know Tommy's afraid of lightning.
Oh, yes.
So, Junior said a movie going to be called Lightning.
That was good, Junior.
You got me right there, partner. We ain't even got to act, partner.
All right, coming up at 34 after the hour. Last night, President Trump talked about Jussie Smollett at a rally in Michigan, and Chicago wants Jussie to pay the city back the money he owes them.
Man, ain't nobody. You can't do that to that brother.
We'll talk about it right after this.
Man, get out of here.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The Chicago Corporation Council, who handles civil claims for the city, fired off a letter to Jussie Smollett demanding that he pay the city $130,000. That represents, among other things, Steve, overtime pay for the cops who investigated the case. Well, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's over, isn't
That's
it?
unfair. It did. Okay, see, now right now, what they're doing to this guy doesn't make any sense because they were convinced that he was guilty. Their prosecuting office dropped all charges. That's it.
It's over.
It's a wrap. It's over. No charges against this young man. Now, y'all want him to pay for the city. No, man.
Within a week. They want immediate payment. They're giving him a week.
That's a sore loser.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah, it's just doggish the way they're doing it.
Well, even President Trump chimed in. He blasted Jussie at a Grand Rapids, Michigan rally last night. Take a listen.
And it's getting to be that time. Very important. MAGA country. You heard the other day? How about in Chicago? He said, he was attacked by MAGA country. Did you ever hear that one? MAGA. Maybe the only time I've ever agreed with the mayor of Chicago. Maybe. That's a terrible situation. That's an embarrassment not only to Chicago, that is an embarrassment to our country.
Oh, jeez.
You got a lot of nerve.
That was an embarrassment to the country.
This dude is...
You have nothing to
He has no... And then the people, they just start booing. You know, this dude picks the most trivial items to focus on where he can get his base fired up. This is so in the scheme of what we have to do. If you don't get your ass over there and try to stop this nuclear attack threat we got from this dude over in North Korea, if you don't sit down, man, and try to find out a way to fix these problems we got in this country, man, without always blaming, they don't have a plan for health care. They just want to, see now, he just wants to fix all of his campaign promises up. He wants the wall. He's got the no collusion going. And now he wants to get rid of all Obamacare. So many Republicans are against that, it ain't funny. But this dude is hell-bent on saying, I did what I was supposed to do. Let me tell y'all something, man. If we are not extremely careful, if these Democrats don't get their act in order, and I mean in a hurry, because this dude is gaining points, man.
Yeah.
And we're not doing anything. Y'all know who ain't fitting to be president on the Democratic side. Quit talking to their ass.
Steve.
No. No. Listen to me. You know who can't beat Trump. That's what you've got to get to focusing on, because they're focused already on 2020, putting him back in office. They're not talking about removing him and getting somebody else. Their focus is getting him back in office. If you don't think that he gonna run this tax bill up y'all's tail, if you don't think he gonna bring up this no collusion, if you don't think he ain't gonna mention the fact that the unemployment rate, which he keeps taking credit for, if you don't think he's gonna talk about jobs, and if you don't think he's gonna talk about that wall, you sadly mistaken. He's building a case for re-election. And what are we doing? Nothing. We're doing nothing. except trying to stop him from doing what he's trying to do. Man, we in a world of trouble, y'all. We don't fix this mess up right now. Sick of this.
Yeah.
The Democrats are just not smart, man. I'm just going to tell you that. They're just not smart.
Well, do you think the people that are running, some of them got to know I'm not good for this race?
And drop
they
out.
personally know that?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's not how the process works in a democracy. It's just not. I mean, we know that. I mean, you know, we can't.
8 of these people know good and hell well they not fitting to be no damn president of the United States.
We're moving on. Up next, it is the nephew with the prank phone call right after this. Jesus.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, the cookie drove my best friend crazy.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
That ain't my brother, baby.
Huh?
That ain't my brother's baby.
You sound drunk.
I mean that.
What? Okay, that's it, huh? That's self-explanatory pretty much.
That pretty much speaks for itself.
It
That ain't my
does.
brother, baby.
It does. Mm-hmm.
Okay? So we're going to run it. Here it is. Don't worry about it. It's something I need to take care of. I'll talk to...
Hello?
May I speak to Terry?
This is she.
My name is Daryl. Damon is my brother. I don't live in Dallas where y'all live at. I'm the one that live out of town. But we done had a family meeting and talked about it. And I know Travis is your son. He 8 years old. But the problem is, the reason why I'm calling you, Terry, is because we done found out that Travis ain't none of Damon's child.
Excuse me?
Travis ain't none of Damon's child. He been paying you child support here for the last
Wait, hold on. And you said your name was who?
I'm Daryl. I'm Damon's brother.
And who gave you this information?
We all done found the information out. We actually gonna go down there to the courthouse and get all this stuff rectified. But we done found out that Travis ain't none of Damon's child. And he been sitting up here sending you money, $700-800 a month, and this child ain't even here. Now I hate for Travis to find this out, and he gonna have to find it out. But
Wait. He ain't finna find that. Why are you calling me?
look, the family done had a meeting, and I'm the one that they decided to make the phone call and tell you what's going on. Now I don't.
But you don't have a damn thing to do with this. You ain't nobody daddy over here. So I'm not sure what you're calling for or who died made you king, wanted you to be head in charge to call. But that is not gonna work out.
But why are you doing this to my brother? That's what I'm saying. For 8 years, the man been sending you $700-something a month, and this ain't even his child.
Well, you know, why am I even talking to you? I'm not really sure. Your brother need to call me if he has any problems or questions. You have a good day. Hello?
You don't hang no damn phone up on me. Damon told me your little ass was hard-headed anyway. Now, look.
Wait a minute. You know what? You got the wrong one, baby. Like, I'm trying to not lose all my religion today, but you about to make me lose it on your...
About to make me lose... What?
You don't know who you with over here. So, like I said before, my son, your nephew that you try not to claim over there, I don't know why you came from wherever the hell you said you came from to Dallas to try to start some mess.
I came from California down here to Dallas, and I'm telling you...
You need to take your black come back to California because down here, you don't know me like that.
No, I don't know you, but I'm finna know you, and Travis finna know that my brother ain't his daddy.
I don't know. You know what? You need to talk to your brother again. That's what you need to do, and you don't need to be talking to me.
You finna send us all the money my brother done sent y'all.
And when I do,
look,
when I send all that 8 years worth of money back.
You gonna send every dime back because it belonged to my brother. That ain't my brother's child. Now, we ain't got time to be going on no Maury Povich show or nothing to find out who the daddy.
You know what? Like I said, you picked the wrong one. It'd be your best bet not to call me anymore. It is a good thing that you call because if you came knocking on my door, you'd have got your whooped today.
No, that's my second thing I'm finna do if we can't rectify it over the phone. I don't have a problem coming over there, knocking down some doors and getting some questions answered. Because, damn it, this ain't Damon's baby.
Obviously, you must wish it was yours since you're taking so much interest.
No, it ain't mine. But it ain't Damon's either. And we got 700.
You must not have any and looking for some. But I'm sorry. This one's taken over here, and Damon will continue to pay what he owes.
Damon don't owe
That's
another.
what's wrong with you brothers now. You don't want to pay. I'm sorry. He's going to continue to pay, and you can call whoever you want to call and do whatever you want to do. So go back and tell your mama and everybody else who waiting for this meeting to let them know it ain't happening.
Look, my mama ain't got nothing to do with it. Mama been.
You said your mama and all y'all got together. She the same way. I see where you get it from. You act just like her. Y'all some nosy people. Mind your own damn business. That's a grown man.
That ain't. My mama said it from the get-go that it wasn't her. That it wasn't Damon's child.
Nah, that means your mama's a two-faced lie because you ain't what your mama said.
You ain't finna sit here and bring my mama up in this.
Well, if you know so much, then you better come knock on my door. Come knock on my door if you want to.
We done the math. $750 times 12, then times 8 is $72,000. That's how much money my brother done sent you, and that's how much we want back. And I need you to get to working on this money now.
Okay. Why don't you come over here and get it?
Don't get your whooped today, Terry.
Come on over here, and you don't see them get their whooped. You in Dallas.
When is I don't care nothing about I'm in no Dallas.
This ain't California.
So what?
I don't even know what the hell. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time talking to you. Like I said, your brother is a weak. If he got to have y'all had a meeting and you got to be the one to call, I'm not really understanding.
Look, I got one more thing I need to say to you. Is you listening to me?
You know, you getting on my damn nerves. That's what you're doing.
You respect me. Are you listening to me?
You what?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked.
Oh, my God.
You just got pranked by your sister Tanya, baby.
You know what?
She say, talk to her about her baby daddy and that baby.
Yeah, I don't play with the children. Oh, my gosh. I'm so embarrassed.
All right, let me ask you this. What is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There it is. That ain't my brother's baby.
Whew, I guess not.
Ooh, you play way too much, Tommy.
You can cuss me out all you want to. That ain't my brother's baby.
But it is always the family member that gets into it. That baby don't look nothing like him. I need a DNA test. You need one.
Maury Povich, you are not.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
it's still
God!
on.
Now that's
It's
where
still
that's
on
where you
TV.
see it at, Carlo. Right there.
It's still on.
Oh, I
TV.
love it.
Ooh, they
I
come
love
out
it when it's
clowning.
not the person that's on there and they take off running to
Do
the back.
doing a happy
Yeah, when he's not the
dance,
father.
all of
Where
that.
you be going back there for?
Yeah, they be running.
Oh, you trying to get out of the way? You trying to get out of that camera, dog?
They done ran back there so many times. They done already set cameras up back there.
And then, what about the times when this guy comes out? It's not his baby. Then another guy comes out. They take the test. It's not his baby. Then
You're
another.
like, what have you been doing?
You're right. You've been busy.
Yeah.
What you been doing?
Didn't they put the baby on the screen?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
baby
I love
hands
that,
be
Junior.
up. The baby be like, well, who is it?
I know. Are you my daddy?
Look at him, Levante. Look at him. Look at him, Levante.
Then
He
they
look
take,
just like you.
I know. Then they take the lie detector test.
Yeah.
That's wrong. No,
Man.
not the lie detector. You.
But then Maury gets up with that brown envelope.
Yes.
Man.
Boy.
Love it. I love
After the fourth person they ain't found the baby dad, I like what Maury says. Wow.
All right, Tommy, where you gonna be?
I'll be at the Keswick Theater, Shirley. I'll be at the Keswick Theater along with the beautiful Samoa. Saturday, April the 13th, baby. Glenside, Pennsylvania. We will be in the building. We got two shows, one at 7 and one at 10, and tickets are on sale right now. Don't miss out. If you're living in Glenside, Pennsylvania, get your tickets. They on sale right now. Following a week later, baby. April 19th, Friday night, Knoxville, Tennessee. Me and Bruce at Knoxville Civic Auditorium. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster outlets. Me and the one and only Bruce will be in the building having fun. Never been to Knoxville, Tennessee before, but I'm on my way. So Stupid is coming to Knoxville. Y'all don't understand me, Knoxville. Stupidity is on the way. Tell them, Junior. Tell them who coming.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Up next, it is today's Strawberry Letter subject. The cookie drove my best friend crazy.
I've had that happen before.
Ain't driving me crazy. I don't know why that's even a letter.
Oh, okay then. Well, it's a little twist to it.
Oh, okay.
It's a little different than what you think.
Well, if it just
be.
look as face value, I agree. Yeah.
Going on the subject.
All right.
That's
Up
based
next,
on the title. I'm in total agreement.
we'll get into the letter right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please, please, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one today, right now.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, the cookie drove my best friend crazy. Dear Steve and Shirley, every time I say that, Steve, you go, Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a 28-year-old woman, and I have a male best friend. Well, I had a male best friend that I had been friends with since middle school. In 2016, I had a bad breakup, and my best friend came over to console me. We were sitting side by side on my couch, and he leaned over and kissed me. It felt so good to be held and kissed so passionately. Well, one thing led to another, and I ended up giving him the cookie. We were shocked at how good it was, and
that's right.
And we did it a few more times before he left the next morning.
That's right.
After that, it was over. We knew that we could not be together because I'm not his type and he's not my type. So fast forward to 2018. My best friend is married, and I was in a really good relationship, and I told my best friend that my man and I were talking about marriage, and I wanted him to meet my parents. Out of the blue, my best friend started sending me inappropriate text messages talking about that one special night we shared nearly 4 years ago. I was so shocked, and I told him to let it go. He said he can't let me get married, and he asked me if he got a divorce, would I marry him? I told him no. Well, a few days later, I went to my parents' house with my boyfriend, and my best friend showed up there. In front of my boyfriend and my mom and dad, my best friend professed his love for me and told them about how we made love.
That's some good cookie right there.
Told you it was a twist.
Woo!
Okay. He then dropped to his knee and he asked me to marry him. Exactly, Carla. My boyfriend excused himself from my parents' home, and he broke up with me the next day. He said that I should have told him that I slept with my best friend. I don't know how to handle this. I want my boyfriend back, and I'm furious with my so-called best friend. What can I do? Please help. Woo! I honestly don't know if there's anything you can do. I don't know what you can do. I mean, he spoiled everything, and your boyfriend broke up with you. I mean, you haven't even mentioned if you've spoken to your boyfriend, if you've tried to call him, if you've tried to explain to him. None of that. I mean, I guess you can try calling him, you can try explaining it to him. Your best friend was so out of line to embarrass and humiliate you like that in front of your mom, your dad, your man, everybody. That was just not the way to do it if he was in love with you. I mean, it does make it look like you guys were still involved. And I don't think you were wrong in not telling your boyfriend. He said you should have told him. I don't think you should have told him. I don't think you should have told him about sleeping with your best friend, because it was, after all, 4 years ago, and you asked your boyfriend, your ex-best friend, to let it go, but he just couldn't let it go. He went on and got married and had a life. He doesn't want that for you because he wants you. How selfish of him. But I don't know if there's anything you can do. You got to, try to reach out to your man and your ex and see if he's willing to listen to you and see how it was. I mean, that was just something to blindside him like that at your parents' house in front of everyone. I mean, that's humiliating. So, he's got to get past that. If it's true love between you and him, you might be able to fix it, but I don't know. I don't know. There's always hope. Keep hope alive. Steve?
There's something missing in this letter.
It is.
And I'll tell you as soon as I get to it.
Got a lot of cookie time.
Had a friend, male best friend, middle school. You had a breakup. Best friend came over to console you. Y'all got to talking, looking at each other, kissing real hard. Next thing you know, y'all naked. Y'all ain't on the couch, just ass naked.
Anyway.
You ended up giving him the cookie. Hit the part. We were shocked how good it was. I'm never shocked by that.
You're not?
The goodness of it is legendary.
Just being there.
Yeah. It's famous for being good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn near all cookie is good.
I ain't heard one bad yet.
Yeah. I've had some bad cookie before, but even that cookie was pretty good.
That is crazy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I've had some bad cookie before, but even that cookie was pretty good.
What you eating?
Boy, men and women are different.
Fact that you ain't do nothing but be there,
Exactly.
that ain't my fault.
Yeah.
All I got to do is put in a little more effort.
Ooh, we're different.
We're going to get the home plate. You just hold on. After it was over, we knew we could not be together because I'm not his type and he not my type. Really?
Yeah, see, she didn't like
That ain't what y'all said last night. Now, 2018, your best friend that got married. You in a good relationship. Told my best friend that you and my man were talking about marriage. I wanted him to meet my parents. So out the blue, your punk ass best friend started sending me inappropriate, well, he ain't that shit. Let's just say your best friend started sending me inappropriate texts talking about that one special night that we shared nearly 4 years ago. I was so shocked I told him to let it go. He can't. See, when you told him you was getting married, then he come to Texas. Now this was, let's do this one more time. Just one more time.
Just one.
Just one. Can we find a way to finally make it right? That's some damn James, he was the late, great James.
Yes.
I thank you, brother. You just popped in my soul there, J.I. Appreciate you, man.
All right, hold on to that, Steve. We have to take a break right here. We'll be back with part 2 of your response at 23 after the hour. Subject of today's Strawberry Letter, the cookie drove my best friend crazy. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, the cookie drove my best friend crazy.
And best friends was going all good, and then she had a serious breakup. He came over to console her. Sitting on the couch, they got to holding each other, kissing real hard. I'm talking about real hard. She said it felt so good to be kissed so passionately and aggressively. Well, that aggression led to nakedness. Nudity on the couch.
Wow.
Yeah. Love it.
I ended up giving him the cookie. We were shocked at how good it was, and we did it a few more times before he left the next morning. Repeat.
You're so stupid.
He just read.
Breaks off into James Ingram, then now this.
Repeat.
After that, it was over. We knew we couldn't be together because he ain't my type and I ain't his type. Yeah. Sure did it a lot of times to figure out y'all wasn't each other's type.
Right.
Yeah. For somebody ain't nobody type, well, sure was shocked that it was that damn good.
A lot of sampling.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm...
Fast forward 2018, my best friend married. I told him I'm in a good relationship. I told him, my best friend, that my man and I was talking about getting married ourselves. He wanted to meet my parents. Out the blue, my best friend started sending me inappropriate text messages talking about that one special night. Even you said it was special in the letter just now. You said it was a special night. He trying to get it one more time before you get married. You talking about this special night we shared 4 years ago. I was so shocked. You know what? You don't take a lot to surprise you. I know. You just keep getting shocked in this damn letter. I was shocked that he was sending me these inappropriate texts. We was both shocked that it was so good. Mm-hmm. You know, you ain't the little angel you putting out to be on this thing right here now. I'm trying to tell you now. All that repeat performance before he left. You know.
4 years ago.
4 years ago. Well, he said he can't let you get married. And he asked me, he said, if he got a divorce, would I marry him? I told him no. Hell no. Well, a few days later, I went to my parents' house with my boyfriend. And my best friend with his punk ass showed up in front of my boyfriend and my mom and dad. My best friend professed his love for me and told them about how we made love. God, dog.
Man. Your mama?
Yes.
Daddy.
Yes.
Daddy don't
Now,
wanna
right
handle
there,
It's crazy.
he would have got stomped at my house.
Oh, the violence of it all.
Dog. Can't come in here and tell me what you did to my daughter, dog, in front of me.
Now,
her boyfriend's sitting there. The daddy's standing there. The mama's standing there. He get down on one knee. He then dropped on his knee and he asked me to marry him. Well, we got a problem now.
Yeah.
Ain't you married?
Yeah.
Ain't you married? Her daddy should have stomped your ass. My boyfriend excused himself. Y'all excuse me. I'm finna get the hell out of here. This crazy ass mess right here. I ain't finna do this.
Yeah.
Let me get the hell out of here.
That was crazy.
Excused me from my parents' home and broke up with me the next day. He said I should have told him that I slept with my best friend. Well, I don't think you should have told him that you slept with your best friend because it was 4 years ago. It's a night of passion. You figured it was over with. Now, you ain't no Humpty Dumpty. Stupid ass gonna come back out here all this proposing with his married ass. I don't know how to handle this. I want my boyfriend back, and I'm furious with my so-called best friend. What can I do? Here's what you should do. You should tell him that it was one night you were thrown off and you did sleep with your best friend. But nothing has happened since. It was 4 years ago. And the reason I didn't tell you because I never ever thought in a million years it would come up again. I didn't know this damn fool was gonna come over Mama Hill's house and get on his knees. He is married. I have never had an affair with a married man, nor would I ever. I want you to forgive me because I love you. That's what you need to do. Now that we got that out, you and your daddy ought to ride over your best friend's house, ring that doorbell, whoop his ass.
I can see that.
Yeah. Question, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
What's her boyfriend thinking right now? Where is he with all of this?
Well, he crushed because, see, this happened in front of her mother, father.
Right, he was humiliated. Yeah.
So he going, wait a minute. Because obviously they don't know. Hey, Clarence. Clarence, you know, Mama, hey, Clarence, how you doing? Daddy, hey, Clarence. Everybody know Clarence.
That's
boy, the good boy right here. So the boyfriend is feeling like on the outs because he went over there to meet the parents.
Yeah.
Right.
So now he go over there to meet the parents. Now here come the ex-boyfriend on his knee proposing. Now your boyfriend going, well, damn, I thought I had something I really don't have. Hey, look, we through. You should have told me this was your dude. You done let me get up in here and I done made a fool out of myself. I'm embarrassed, totally humiliated. Because all y'all know each other. Everybody know everybody except me. I'm meeting everybody for the first time. And that's it. You can get him back. Tell him you made a mistake.
But, dog, let me ask you something. When he left the house, you don't think he called his boy and said, you ain't finna believe what the hell?
Hell yeah, he called.
No, you got to tell this somebody.
He did what, dog? Man.
I thought you were going to say he hooked up with someone else, like an ex or something.
No.
Good.
That's it.
I'm glad. Glad he
That's
didn't
it.
do
No, he hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah, that's very hurtful.
That's
All
some
right.
cold cookie, though.
All right, we got to go, guys. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, Ask Steve. Get ready, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it's time for Ask Steve. You ready, Steve?
Always, Shirley.
Here we go. Remember to keep your answers short. What did you, Steve, what did you absolutely hate at first, but then grew to love?
Yogurt.
Oh.
Hated.
Yeah, I did. That's me too. Yogurt and avocados.
No, just yogurt.
Okay.
Yogurt.
All right. That's a good answer. And you love it now? You eat it now?
Yeah, I don't eat it anymore hardly, but I grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which yogurt was. When I first tasted yogurt, the Danon yogurt, remember you said the fruit in the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody bought me one, didn't tell me the fruit was at the bottom. I bit it.
Sour milk.
I was in college and bit into that damn sour milk. I damn near spit yogurt all over that girl.
Oh, goodness.
She said, stir it up. Damn.
Come on, Junior. Ask Steve.
All right, what will you not even try once?
What would I not even try once? Meth.
Well, thank God.
I know that's right.
I just said you just were like, I'm not finna try no damn meth.
I thought you were going to say something like skydiving or
Oh,
something.
no, I ain't finna try no damn. I ain't finna try skydiving, never. But we not finna put no meth in here. I don't have my teeth looking all bad.
Say no to drugs.
Well,
I
you know,
love it,
Viola
Steve.
Davis just did her first skydive.
I saw that.
Yeah. And she loved it. Yeah.
It's Ask Steve, folks, to stay focused, Shirley.
Okay.
Keep your answers short.
Go ahead, Tommy.
My turn.
You got me.
Let me get a good one in. You big time celebrity. What two celebrities do you always mix up? You know, you be getting names wrong and everything. What two celebrities do you always mix up?
All them Latino girls, Ariana Grande
Uh-huh.
and the other one.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, whoever, man.
Ariana has a long, long ponytail.
I don't know that.
So you always mix them two up,
Yeah,
Selena
both
and
of them
Ariana?
beautiful. I just go there
Yes,
look fine.
And they
Latino.
sing and act.
Girl, yeah.
Oh, they beautiful now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Carla.
Who upset you last, Steve?
My kids.
How did I know he was going to say
Them
You
damn
shouldn't have asked
kids.
him.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe somebody at work or something.
What
So your
happened?
kids, huh?
You know, my last.
All right, well, you want to move on? That was a good short
I'll move
answer.
on.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That was as short as we
Yeah. All right, Steve, so you're...
Other than that, y'all's kids done got on my nerves pretty damn bad. Finding out what the hell y'all going through. We've been comparing notes, and I think all of us is through with these damn kids. Go ahead.
Woo, why'd you have to bring that up? Okay. We're in the middle of Ask Steve. So, Steve, you're sleeping now. You're in bed. It's nighttime. What's the most terrifying thing that woke you up? You had a nightmare or something?
No, that damn dog wasn't in the cage, and the door came open. He done walked his ass upstairs. I'm laying in the bed, and he started licking my hand. I thought I was peeing on myself. I jumped up so damn hard. I felt that moisture on the back of my hand. I thought I was peeing on myself. God, I got to get up. I jumped up and saw this damn Doberman picture in there. He got scared. He ran one way. I'm the other man.
That's funny.
Poor doggy. I know you scared the mess out of him.
Man, I can see that. I can understand.
All right, Junior, your turn.
All right, What is the one thing we all should do, but most of us are too lazy to do it?
Say that again.
What's the one thing we all should do, but most of us are too lazy to do it?
Morning meditation. Get up a little bit earlier and meditate in the morning. Set your prayers out. Put your thankfulness out. I'm guilty of it myself, but I just started doing it. That's the smartest thing I've started doing recently.
Great answer, Steve.
That is very good. That's a good answer.
Yep. Great way to start your day.
All right, big dog. What confuses you?
Well, I think this is it.
Oh. What, Steve?
I don't understand.
Yes.
You know what confuses me?
What?
Haters.
Yeah.
Haters are very confusing to me. Because I don't understand. If you don't have your life together, which is probably why you're a hater, why would you blog some more hatred to let us know just how further back you really are? I'm confused. I'm really confused, man. And then you such a big coward, your ass got a fake page and a private page. Now you a coward, even you a secret closet coward. That confuses me.
Okay.
All that hate.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got a question.
Closet coward hater.
Go ahead, Carla. It's your turn.
Yeah, that was it, huh?
Yeah.
Tommy, the hater.
Yeah.
All right. If you could be any nationality, what would it be?
Oh, black.
Okay.
Oh, no. I wouldn't trade this. Do you know the
Nationality.
enjoyment I've gotten from being black?
That's race, though. Nationality is American. You know what country you're from, what nation you're from.
Well, that's what I meant too, race. I meant race.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, that ain't what Carla meant.
Yeah.
That's your educated ass coming with
No,
all
I'm
this
just
particulars.
saying.
I know good and hell well for
That's
who
what
that ass
country,
Carla
Steve.
meant.
If you could be any race,
I
what
would be black. I would never trade in this.
Okay.
As difficult as it's been a large portion of the time, having the perspective that I have, the grit, the hustle, and the soul that I have, oh, dog, I would not want to be nothing else. Just the fact that I can prove them all wrong on behalf of us.
Yes.
All right.
Boy.
All right, thank you,
baby.
thank you, Steve. Another edition of Ask Steve.
That was fun.
Coming up at the top of the hour, oh, this is such a sad story right here. South Carolina 5th grader dies after school fight. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A 5th grade student in South Carolina has died after a fight at her elementary school this week. A devastating outcome that left her community shocked with grief and spurred a discussion about just how to handle painful issues of bullying and violence in the classroom. This is such a sad story. The student, Renaya Wright, had gotten into a fight with another 5th grader at Forest Hills Elementary School on Monday in South Carolina, and she collapsed. According to officials there, which is about an hour west of Charleston, emergency workers who responded to a 911 call found Renaya unconscious but breathing at the school nurses station and rushed her to the hospital, the authorities said. By Wednesday morning, her mother said in a Facebook post her baby girl had gotten her wings. It was unclear. It was unclear what led to the fight. The other student was suspended, school officials said, and the authorities are investigating. An autopsy is scheduled for today. In a Facebook post on Tuesday, Renaya's mother suggested that bullying may have been a factor. Now, some are saying that teachers don't want to break up the fights or get involved because they might cause injury to a student trying to stop the fight, and they definitely don't want to get sued or lose their jobs. And we got to offer condolences to that family.
Wow.
What a sad and awful
That's beyond sad.
It just is.
That's a horrible thing, man,
tragedy.
that you send your child to school and your child never comes back home.
I know. Yeah.
Can you? It's just the 5th grade. I mean, my daughter's in the 5th grade, and I just, what is going on?
I know.
That they're in their
Now,
elementary
you know something?
school?
I think Look, I don't have an answer for this, but this is what we've got to do, I think.
Okay.
The cyberbullying, the bullying, there has to be a way for a child or friend of a child to anonymously report this type of stuff. Every school should have several suggestion boxes in it or email something, whatever they would do nowadays, where you can type in anonymously the fact that you may feel like you're being bullied, or you have a friend that's being bullied, and, look, you can't get caught up in it yourself, so because you don't want to turn on you, but you got to have an anonymous way of reporting these incidents. And I understand that a child has an email and may not want to do it because then their name is out there and they got it, but there's a lot of people out here who recognize this, who would get involved if they knew how. We've got to find a way, man, to give these children some type of, and like I say, look, I don't know the answers, but we got to give these kids some type of way to reach out anonymously. Because the problem you got now across this country in hoods and stuff like that is this ignorant term called snitching. Mm-hmm. When people don't even understand where snitching came from, that started with inmates. The mob gangsters. Can't do the time, don't do the crime. Keep your mouth shut. You don't turn your boy in. So when you get caught, you just got to eat it. What's happened is, in prison, you can't turn in an inmate to a guard. That's called snitching. So many people have come out of prison that they brought that inmate mentality back to the streets. So now they've enforced a code of ethics that belonged to thieves and criminals and made it a part of our everyday society. It has now become the norm. So now, snitching is for everybody. If I kill somebody on the block, you better not snitch on me. So now our neighborhoods become incredibly unsafe because we've taken on the mindset and mentality of the criminal element, which has a no snitching policy. But now because so many criminals are back out on the street, they've taken it to the street. So now we have a no snitch policy in neighborhoods that police can't solve crimes because ain't nobody telling. But the people in the neighborhoods are scared to talk because these people are still out there. So it's a catch-22. Until people can feel safe about reporting crimes, about reporting incidents, about reporting bullying, we are in this state where now we're losing children to cyberbullying and bullying. We've got to find a way. And like I say, I don't know exactly what that is, but we've got to find a safe place where other kids can report it and the kids that's being bullied can report it.
Yeah.
Without fear of retaliation, making it worse.
You're right. Imagine what these other children in this classroom felt like, how they felt. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, it really is bad.
10 years old. When you're in the fifth grade, you're 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
This is...
Wow. And then the teachers don't want to get involved because they could possibly hurt the students or get sued or lose their job.
Okay, see, now this right here, now,
fights.
that's the other part we have to address.
Yeah.
When an adult can't step in to do the right thing without fear of a lawsuit or losing their job, we're in a world of trouble.
Yeah.
Because even if you want to do the right thing, you can't.
Right. Because the parent's going to be like, you touch my child, don't put your hands on my child. It's all of that.
Yeah.
So from an educated point of view, this is a crisis.
Yeah.
That's going on.
This is a crisis, not the
Mr.
wall.
President.
Right. Thank you.
While his ass talking about Jussie Smollett. This dude's ridiculous. Man.
Yeah, you have so much other stuff that you need to concentrate on. So much.
Yeah.
The city of Chicago can handle that. They really can.
Yeah. So much stuff this country needs leadership on. So many issues that are affecting us. I don't know. This story really hit home to me because I'm a mother of a fifth grader, and I just can't imagine
sending your baby, dropping your baby off at school.
On,
she gets into a fight, and 2 days later she died. This is craziness. come on, people. Yeah, and they don't even know. They're not even sure what led to the fight. What
They don't
led
know
up
what
to it.
the fight was about?
No, they're not sure.
No, not so far. But the other
so
child.
let me ask you
that
this
was
question.
Involved,
So
she was suspended. Yeah.
She became unconscious after the fight was over.
Yeah,
or
she
during
collapsed.
the fight?
She collapsed. She collapsed during the fight. She collapsed.
During the fight?
Yeah, she collapsed. She got into a fight with a 5th grader.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Unconscious but was breathing.
Yeah. We gotta say condolences to her family for their loss. And we gotta take a break right here. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And serious condolences to her family.
Community, we have to come together. We got to come together.
Renaya Wright is that young lady's child's name. 5th grader. Wow. All right, we'll be back with more Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
People are still talking about this scandal involving the rich parents bribing college officials to get their kids into schools, the best schools. Well, then there was such a thing as, it was called helicopter parenting. This was where parents who hung around all the time making sure their kids were safe. That's called helicopter parenting. Now there's snowplow parenting, Steve. This is where parents push every obstacle a kid could possibly have out of the way. They push that out of the way. That's called snowplow parenting, like a snowplow would do with the snow. Well, anyway, the parents push every obstacle a kid would have out of the way, and they want to make sure that the kid never has to deal with failure. What?
Don't never deal with it.
You don't go through nothing?
What? Yeah, come on, Steve. Really? Really?
If you raise a child to not have to deal with failure, you're creating a failure.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's all you're doing.
Say that again.
If you try to raise a child to keep him away from failure, all you're doing is raising a failure. Because when he goes away from under your care, he's going to fail. And what happens to a person who fails, who's had it removed his entire life? What happens to this person? And then you double the problem, because the older you get, your mistakes come with much dire consequences. So now, the mistake you made at 15 years old that bothered you and really hurt you, you can't make that mistake again at 25, because it's going to cut you up real bad. So just imagine, it only matters how old you are when you make the mistake. So now, when you're 25 and you're making these mistakes for the first time, with no experience at handling failure before, what do you think we gonna be dealing with out here?
Right.
Yo ignorant ass baby.
But Steve, why would a parent not want their child to experience a failure? Of course you want your kids to succeed and be great and do great things, but that's a part of life. That's a part of life. Failure. Mistakes.
They don't get it.
Mistakes.
They don't get it.
Come on.
You have got to allow your children to feel and understand and experience the process.
Yeah.
Got to go through it.
You got to do something.
Lessons in life. You got to learn from those failures and those mistakes.
The greatest lessons you learn are from failures.
Yeah.
My daddy always taught me, boy, the best lesson the best lesson is a bought lesson.
My mother used to say this.
Boy, when you buy one, when you pay for one, oh boy, you learn that one good.
That's
the
truth.
Steve, let me ask you a question, you guys. Do you think it's because we want to do it differently from how our parents did? Well, my mom and daddy didn't show me this and tell me this and do that, so I'm going to do it this way for my child.
I think they did it right, Carla.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. We had the hard way, and so we want to make it so easier for our children. Is that?
And we're making it too easy.
Right, we're making it too easy, and they've become entitled because. Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
You've already given your children a better life than the one you had. What else you want to do?
And there's nothing wrong with wanting that for your child, right?
Yeah.
To have,
and then we all have done it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I can't tell you.
You want to live.
Yeah, better.
I can't tell you the last time I seen a kid doing a chore.
That's true.
That's
true. That's true.
No, I'm not saying us. I'm just saying, you go to firehouse, you see
Oh,
kids.
just regular. Yeah, like back in the day. Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. Wash those dishes.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, in today's entertainment news, the 50th annual NAACP Image Awards are this Saturday in Hollywood, hosted by our friend and family member, Anthony Anderson. Now, Jussie Smollett is nominated for an NAACP Image Award for his work on Empire, and it looks like he will make an appearance there because he is in L.A. He is in L.A.
He should.
Yeah, and he should, yeah. Anthony Anderson told Variety magazine, he says, I hope Jussie wins. I'm happy for him that the system worked for him in his favor because the system isn't always fair, especially for people of color.
Okay.
True statement.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And other nominees include Jay-Z. Jay-Z will receive the President's Award. Representative Maxine Waters will be honored with the Chairman's Award. And Steve, you're also nominated. Congratulations for Outstanding Game Show Host for Family Feud. Yes, congratulations, Steve.
Go ahead, boy.
Yes.
Here comes some more grace.
Look at that. That's wonderful, Steve. That really is. You've been nominated so many. You have, how many Image Awards do you have? About 100?
Nah.
More?
Nah.
You have a lot. You have a whole lot.
Maybe a dozen.
Wow. That's a
that's
lot.
fantastic,
That's a lot.
Steve.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Maybe
Yeah.
12.
But yep, you're nominated this year for Outstanding Game Show Host for Family Feud.
So who I'm up against?
Oh, I don't know.
For NAACP Image Awards, let's see.
Well, let's see. It's
This
a game
ain't the
show,
daytime
so
Image.
Yeah.
Probably up against
Wayne
the
Brady, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Wayne Brady.
just
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
yeah. And my boy Anthony got one. Does he have a game show?
Oh
too?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
the
it's
Truth, what they call
seasonal.
it?
Yeah.
Strahan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Strahan.
Oh yeah, those are like
Pyramid.
summer replacement shows, kind of, right? Yeah.
$1,000 Pyramid for Michael Strahan. That's the show. And then To Tell the Truth, is that Anthony Anderson's thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, because Anthony and his mom is on there.
Yeah, his mom.
Oh, Miss
game
Doris. Yeah.
His daughter.
Well, I'm happy for you, Steve, and all of them. Congratulations to them all. But we want you to win.
Yeah. Well, if they don't win. Okay.
Call me biased.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
No,
just glad he ain't going to be there in case he don't win. Then we don't want that.
You ain't been back to an award show since that moment, hey?
But remember his speeches? He used to tell people, fix your face, in case the camera's on you if you don't win. He was giving, advice to stars and stuff when they go
Good
to these
advice.
award shows.
Yeah.
Like he used to do it all the time at the hoodies.
Yeah.
And lo and
It
behold,
ended up being
yeah.
do as I say, not
As I
do.
Right, lo and behold, he lost that. He was nominated for Family Feud against Ricky Lake, right?
It was Best Talk Show.
A few years ago, yeah. And
No, that wasn't it.
what was?
It was Best Game Show.
Oh, it was Best Game.
Oh, I lost that one too. Best Talk Show host. I lost that to Ricky Lake.
Right.
I lost
And
Best Game Show to a show that had been canceled.
Yeah. But the thing about it is that the camera was on your face.
All my kids text me, Dad,
Fix your face.
Yeah.
too late.
And all
Don't
we
give
did
a
was
damn.
read your lips.
That camera
Yeah.
out my face.
All right, we'll be back with our last break of the day and of the week. And then Steve will give us some closing remarks as well, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are. Last break of the day on this Friday. Let's have some closing remarks. Come on.
All right, here's what I was thinking. I was talking with Junior earlier today in my dressing room. He came in and we were just talking. And, we were just talking about just life. It was somebody else was in the dressing room. They asked me, what was a couple of big things that happened in your life? And I was thinking about when I was about 20 years old, 21. Yeah, about 21. I got into Amway. And Amway was a big moment in my life because they used to have these conventions that you had to pay this money to go to, and I was trying to be a direct distributor in a Diamond and an Emerald and all of that, and George and Don Hale, and they were making so much money and living these wonderful lives, Bill Britt and all these people, and I was going, wow, man, I got to do that. So I went to a couple of the conferences. There was a lot of rah-rah, but it was really positive, though. They turned me on to 2 books. Now, nothing is more powerful than the Bible. There's nothing out there comes close to this Bible. Whatever your religious reading is, the Torah, the Quran, that's what I mean when I say that. But they turned me on to 2 books that changed my life. It was 2 books. It was The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale and The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Now, the first book I read, every self-help book I ever read, was The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. And I got to tell you something, that book is still for sale today. If you've never read it, you should, because it teaches you how to train your mind to think positively. It shows you the power that you can unleash in your own self. This is something you can control. The power of your mind is controlled and operates at its absolute peak performance when it's operating from positivity. You can't beat yourself when you're being positive. Not negative, positive. That book, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale, began to change my life. Now, it took a while for me to connect all the dots, but it started me along the way. I didn't know that I could do it all the time, even when I was feeling dark and gloomy and down, that I could fix it myself. I had to learn that a little bit later on. But you can absolutely fix yourself with the power of positive thinking. That book changed my life. It taught me that these positive thoughts generate positive results, period. Negative thoughts generate negative results. If your idea of making money is selling dope and robbing banks, the result from that of selling dope and robbing banks can be nothing but negative. Somebody gonna try to hurt you, you go into prison. That's it, period. Now, when you think positively, positive things start to come your way. Not to say that nothing bad will ever happen again, because it will. But let's be real. Life is going to keep coming, but you can handle it. You can deal with it. And if you have a positive outlook, you'll get through that too. And behind every dark cloud, there is really, really a silver lining. So that was the first book. The second book is called The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Oh, my goodness. Now, let me tell you what this book did for me. This book changed my life because it told me about the magic of thinking big, that it requires no more brain power to think big than it does small. You don't have to conjure up any more brain cell, no more units to say Volkswagen, Rolls-Royce. They both take the same amount of effort. You can order the food the same way. I'm gonna order salad, I'm gonna order chitlins. It don't take no more brain power. To think bigger, it's simply a mindset. Now, the combination of these 2 books really was a game changer for me, and I'm saying it to y'all because sometimes I like reading stuff outside of the Bible. I just really do, just being real with you now. Because I like hearing relatable things with today's language in it and stuff like that. It just helps me. But both of these books, I'm telling you, man, was written from basis of the Bible. And it brings just one scripture to mind, that a man is as he thinketh. That's the scripture. Well, check this out. The power of positive thinking is directly related to how a man thinks. So once again, the Bible is right. A man is as he thinketh. The next book, The Magic of Thinking Big. Guess what the scripture says? A man is as he thinketh. So if you're thinking positive and you're thinking big, guess what happens to you? You suddenly can become a very positive, big person. Hello, ding, 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 ding. The damn bells ought to be going off. Folks, success is a mindset. And let me just throw this in. That's what my Vault conference is all about out here in L.A., May 17th through the 19th. Go to Vault Power Empowerment. Go to vaultempowers.com and check it out, y'all. Vaultempowers.com. Those are my closing remarks. That's it. Wrap it. Drop it.
All right.
Got that.
Good night, everybody. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.